She told him exactly how she did it. The murder, the cleanup, the shallow grave in the northern wilds of Utah. But when her lover told her he was terrified by the confession, her response was truly chilling. Jennifer Gledhill simply said, "I always preach that I was like the Queen of Hearts in my past lives because I'm like off with their heads." This is the tragic case of Matthew Johnson, a dedicated Utah National Guardsman and former Marine Special Forces officer. He vanished from his Cottonwood Heights home in September 2024. Matthew and his wife, Jennifer Gledhill, were deep in a contentious divorce. They were fighting bitterly over custody of their 3 young children. Court records reveal the relationship was highly dysfunctional. Jennifer had made multiple unsuccessful attempts to obtain protective orders against Matthew. A court commissioner determined she was equally confrontational, possibly using the orders as a litigation tactic. Days before Matthew was last seen, Jennifer was desperate for cash. On September 18th, she texted her father, Thomas Gledhill, demanding, "I need $13K by Friday." He sent her $1,000 via Venmo that same day. In a tense voice, Jennifer's lover recounted, "I was there when it all went down." Matthew stormed in, his face twisted with rage, shouting about betrayals and broken trust. It felt as if everything around us froze, and in that moment, history began to rewrite itself. As the confrontation escalated, Jennifer's heart raced, caught between fear and desperation. In the aftermath of that fateful evening, her world shattered, and the gravity of their decisions weighed heavily on her. Each choice echoed in her mind, reverberating through the silence that followed, leaving Jennifer to grapple with the haunting repercussions of their betrayal. Jennifer allegedly told her lover that later that night, after Matthew fell asleep in their shared bed, she shot him in the head. She used Matthew's own 9mm Glock handgun. She had even shown this loaded tan Glock handgun to her lover just days before the murder. Matthew's colleagues at the Utah National Guard reported him missing when he failed to show up for work on September 23rd. Jennifer waited until September 28th to report him missing, claiming he said he would be gone for a week. But law enforcement was already pursuing a different theory. Jennifer's lover, who became the confidential informant, was the key. He provided police with recorded phone conversations and texts detailing her confession. She confessed to the full, meticulous cover-up. Jennifer admitted to smashing Matthew's cell phone and hiding his truck in a nearby neighborhood. GPS data later tracked her phone traveling near the truck's location early on September 21st. She told the informant she loaded Matthew's body into a vehicle rooftop storage container. She slid him down the stairs and loaded the container into the back of her minivan. Jennifer confessed to driving north into Davis County, digging a hole, and burying him in a shallow grave. Her cell phone data confirmed this northward journey on September 22nd. During the trip, her phone was powered off for 2.5 hours, a period prosecutors believe was spent disposing of the body. Investigators later found the missing rooftop storage container in a wetland in Davis County, recovered after a storm. Crucially, DNA analysis confirmed that human blood found inside the container belonged to Matthew Johnson. Detectives executing a search warrant at the Cottonwood Heights home found compelling evidence of a cleanup attempt. They noted a strong smell of bleach and fresh white marks from cleaning on the wall behind the master bed. Jennifer had already removed the master bed mattress and replaced it with a new one. But underneath the new mattress, hidden on the carpet and bed slats, was blood. Forensic testing confirmed this human blood matched Matthew Johnson. The location of the bloodstain was consistent with where Matthew's head would have rested while sleeping. The cover-up involved more than just Jennifer. She had arranged for her 3 children to stay with her parents the night Matthew was killed. She then asked her parents to keep them longer, presumably while she cleaned the crime scene. Jennifer's parents, Thomas and Rosalie Gledhill, were arrested on suspicion of obstruction of justice. Neighbors reported seeing them at the house cleaning for over 5 hours on September 24th. Rosalie Gledhill purchased the new mattress for Jennifer via Amazon. When confronted, Thomas Gledhill admitted he did not go in where the incident happened in the master bedroom. Furthermore, Jennifer had hidden the box for the murder weapon, the Glock handgun, inside a child's onesie at her parents' home. The prosecution introduced the chilling phone call where Jennifer spoke in the past tense about her husband. She told the informant that he's not a person. He wasn't a person anymore. He wasn't mad anymore. Jennifer Gledhill was charged with 9 felonies, including first-degree murder, desecration of a human body, and witness tampering. She was denied bail after the judge deemed her a substantial danger to the community and a flight risk. Jennifer had previously stated to the informant that she would kill herself before spending her life in prison, or that she would flee the state with her children. Her defense, while acknowledging the evidence, argues that the lack of Matthew Johnson's body and the missing murder weapon create significant doubt. They highlight Matthew's status as a highly trained Special Forces officer, suggesting alternative possibilities for his disappearance. As the investigators piece together the evidence, each attempt becomes a haunting reminder of the unimaginable act. The sheer brutality of the scene forces them to confront the cold reality of human nature and the dark corners it can inhabit. The unsettling details linger, casting a shadow over the inquiry. In the end, the investigators are left grappling not only with the evidence, but also the profound implications of the crime, as they strive for justice amidst a landscape marred by despair and haunting memories. The search for Utah National Guardsman Matthew Johnson is massive and ongoing. Law enforcement and his fellow soldiers continue to search the areas north of Salt Lake City where GPS data placed Jennifer Gledhill. They search in wetlands and remote areas for the shallow grave she confessed to digging. His family is desperate to find his remains and give him a proper burial. The question remains, where exactly did Jennifer Gledhill dispose of the father of her 3 children? Jennifer Gledhill maintains her innocence, awaiting her murder trial. Yet her chilling words linger, a self-proclaimed Queen of Hearts who believed she had the right to decree, "Off with their heads."